Word allows you to automatically generate a bibliography that lists all the sources you used in creating your document. In this lesson, you learn to add and delete sources, edit a source, and insert a bibliography field. At the end of our document, we want to add this bibliography that lists all the source publications that were referenced when creating the report. So let's get started. Before we begin, I'll just zoom out. In step 1, I'll press Ctrl-End to move the insertion point to the last page of the report, which is where we want our bibliography to appear. Then, in the Citations and Bibliography group, I'll click the Manage Sources button. The Source Manager dialog box opens, and here on the left, the Master List shows the sources available on your computer. On the right, the Current List shows the sources available in the current document. And these check marks indicate that the source is already cited in the document. Also, the sources that appear here in the current list are the ones that will appear in the bibliography we're creating. In step 2, I'll click the Baker-Mary source. And down here, you can see a preview of both the citation and the bibliographical entry for this source. We don't want this source to be included in the bibliography, so in step 3, I'll click Delete, and the source is removed from the current list. In step 4, I'll click Close. Next, I'll go up and I'll click the Bibliography button. I'll click References, and I'll scroll up a bit. This bibliography field labeled References has been inserted, and it includes all the sources associated with the document. We want to format the text to match the rest of the report, so in step 5, I'll select the heading text, and I'll change the font to Berlin Sans FB Demi. And I'll set the font color to Blue Accent 5. Next, I'll drag down the list of sources to select them all, and I'll change the font size to 11. Then I'll deselect the bibliography, and the formatting is complete. In step 6, I'll press Ctrl-End, and this is where you'd type your name. Now I'll click the View tab, I'll click Multiple Pages, and you can scroll to see the entire report. Finally, in step 7, I'll save our work, then I'll close the file, and I'll exit Word. To try these steps yourself, and for some helpful tips, and for information on citing web sources in your documents, turn to page Word 94 in your book.